Hi, Ramari. Hi, everybody. This is Ramari, and you're listening to National Radio Day Radio. I'm with the Creative Arts Digital Media Academy, also known as CAVMA, and Rainier Valley Radio, KVRU 105.7 FM. I'm here with Liz Davis, and I'm here to ask you a couple questions. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you.
So, how do you feel about mainstream radio?
I think mainstream radio is an awesome way to get unique, interesting, and very personal information to anybody, anywhere in the world that can tune in.
Okay. So I read about you, did some research, and I heard that you lost 180 pounds. What?
180 pounds was my first initial big hunk of fat that I dropped, and that's been over 12 years now. I've actually lost even more.
That's incredible. I like to see people out in our community doing good things for themselves and others. So, can you tell me more about yourself, like where you come from, like how you live?
I'm born and raised Seattle. So I am a local Seattleite, and I'm learning very rapidly. We are a rare breed. And as an African-American woman in Seattle, and from that family, my family is multicultural. So we have Egyptian, Chinese, German, that unknown beautiful black that came from the enslaved Africans from eons ago. So I've got like a rich understanding of multiple cultures because of my upbringing, but my everyday life is as an African-American woman, which is part of my drive to be a representative of healthy, because at 400 pounds I was dying. And I want to live, and that's what has kept me here.
Wonderful. So how do you feel about Seattle? Like it here, or would you rather be somewhere else?
Right, run away. Right, oh my God, it's raining. No, I love Seattle, and the expressions and the culture and way of Seattle being very well known for our abilities to recycle, to take what might be waste and turn it into something amazing. It's definitely one of my loves of Seattle, as well as just the amazing scenery. So, part of my expression with my work brings that together. So, like for instance, you can find out more about my story at Deflora Walks on Instagram and Facebook, and Walkable Pro. And I chose Deflora from a nickname that was given to me as the flower. And that really speaks to the Pacific Northwest for me, because we have some pretty amazing flora and fauna.
So you say you have a website. So on the website, what do you do on the website to help other people?
I really try. Right now, my expression is my own story. And so my help for other people is really by sharing and being transparent and, just revealing some of the personal stuff that you just don't hear from people every day, especially about their struggles. So you'll find when you visit Walkable Pro and Deflora Walks, you'll find, elements of me just trying to make a nasty idea of vegetables, like turn to something really delicious. Like instead of mashed potatoes hurt my joints, I use cauliflower. So you will find me filming and talking about, oh my goodness, this cauliflower mash is gonna taste so good. And then it turns out, with that journey, it really does taste good. And so I truly encourage others to do that. So my hope is that helps, and as that continues, we're all going to get healthy.
Great. So how do you impact other people, and how do they feel about when they hear your story?
I yell at them. I get, oh my gosh. It's interesting because I know how hard it was for me to face what was going on as I changed from a college level athlete to a 400-pound obese, depressed woman. I mean, it's like I didn't want to face and really deal with that. So I actually try, and when I engage with others, I come with a level of compassion. and there's a sense of urgency because I know we can do better. So that's what I do, is I invite people to step into my world. And one of those ways is I host monthly walks. So the last Saturday of every month, I invite primarily the African American community, because we're dying from preventable diseases at just ridiculous rates. So we meet at the Safeway on 22nd and East Madison in the Central District, 5 p.m. during the warm months. So we'll be going indoors really soon, and we walk. And so that's, that's one of my ways to reach people, is to say, come on, spend some time with me. Let's walk, let's talk, let's see what's going on with our health.
And on an average, how much people come to walk?
Okay, on average, there is one person. Me. So the average really is one person. However, when I'm able to get lots of great sponsors, and when I'm able to really dive in and get the support and backing of, Rainier Valley Radio and other local businesses, we literally can get up to 40 walkers to come and walk and really express and experience just what the first step of healthy living from the inside out can look like and feel like.
So what was your drive? Like really made you get up and like say, I'm tired of being like this and I just wanna change?
Yeah, great question. My initial drive was to please my husband at the time. He started a rhythm of calling me whale, and it's kind of hard to call somebody a whale and be nice, and so it was my personal goal to really allow him to like me instead of being so mean. And with that, I read everything I could, and I started walking my half a block, and it was to please him, because with my faith, you don't give up on marriage, no matter what happened, where it started, what was going on. And that drive to please helped me lose my first 100 pounds. Now, my favorite part of answering this question is the epiphany that happened that helped me lose the rest of my weight and lose the false idea that I needed to please somebody else, to change myself to please somebody else. I ended up in a car accident that disfigured me. And that damage to my physical body made me get to a point where, okay, I don't even pleasing nobody no more. No, I need to figure out just how to live after such a horrific car accident. That was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because then I began to really dive deep into my support group, my friends and family, and say, how am I just going to live well? And by doing that, I lost another 80 pounds. I've now kept off over 200 pounds for 12 years, and that was the best thing that ever happened.
So when did you actually start seeing results? Like after you started, how long did it take for you to see results? Like were you going to give up, or were you?
Oh, I gave up several times over. I really didn't start seeing results that could be results as in pounds coming off, inches decreasing. The results I was seeing was increased pain. The results I was seeing was really struggling to breathe, because I was dealing with sleep apnea. So a lot of my initial results felt like setbacks, felt like this is damaging me just to try and do something well for my body. So I had to pay attention to no pain, no gain. As an athlete, I have that in my history. And I really had to take a look at if it's pain that isn't damaging, like that soreness you get after a good workout or fitness walks, that I had to count it as a gain. And then I'd say I began to watch my weight decrease. After the first 4 to 6 weeks, it took a month for me to really notice my first 7 to 10 pounds of weight loss.
That's real inspirational. I think if more people actually listen to your story, and the more they want to change themselves too, instead of, sitting there being like not being happy with themselves or making others happy.
Ask me what I'm doing next.
Okay, so what is your next goal moving up more further?
My next recent project that will be local, I will have a table at a couple of health fairs and participation with the Rainier Valley Radio fundraiser, which is going to be an amazing Roots concert. And so both those events are happening on the 29th. So I will have a table at the health fair in Hillman City, which is also in Rainier Valley, at Orcas and Rainier, around 10 o'clock in the morning to noon-ish or so. Then on the very same day, Saturday the 29th, I will host my walk. So I will be walking through the Central District, 5 p.m., and at the end of the evening, that's when I'm going to join in with a lot of the amazing people I'm looking at right now, and we're going to party for Rainier Valley Radio and fundraise.
Where is that going to be?
And that's going to be, thank you, that's going to be at the Rainier Valley Cultural Center, which is that amazing mosaic tiled decorated building just off Rainier on Alaska behind the public library. And you can find more information about that on the website for Rainier Valley Radio. I hear some questions from the audience. Can we take questions from the audience?
Is there any questions out there, audience?
How are you going to interact with Rainier Valley Radio?
Thank you for asking. I'm really excited. I learned about Rainier Valley Radio through just some community invites that I get from Musica. And one of those invites from Musica was to come to a community meeting for a new radio station, and that's been a couple of years ago now. And so I've interacted, and I continue to interact with Rainier Valley Radio to be an outreach participant. And then my favorite, I will be able to have a program on Rainier Valley Radio, and it's going to focus on what we've been talking about today in my interview, just how I make my life healthy and invite others to try those things and see if it works for them.
Well, sorry everybody, that was all the time we have. Once again, I'm Ramari. You're listening to National Radio Day Radio. I'm here with Cadma, Creative Arts and Digital Media Academy, and the Rainier Valley Radio, KVRU 105.7 FM. And I'm here with
Liz Davis. One of my signatures is my afro, because I love my fro. So I invite you to follow the fro on Instagram at Deflora Walks, Facebook, Walkable Fro, and you can read about my weight loss story on my Facebook page, Fat Liz Transformation. Thank you.